Welcome back. This week we're going to talk about keeping a food diary and why it can really help you stay on track. In fact, it can help you get back on track if you've fallen off. It can even help you discover some of the main reasons it is hard for you to lose weight. This is another way for you to become your own weight loss expert. We talked a little bit in that first lecture about creating a calorie deficit, and you've gone over that with the doctor a few times by now. Now, to create a calorie deficit, you have to eat less calories than you use or use more calories than you eat. To do this, you have to know what a calorie is and how many you need to be eating or eliminating to reach your goal. The easiest way to lose weight is no secret. Eat less of better foods and exercise. We've gone over that, and you're learning how to do that step by step. Remember that daily calorie goal that we calculated? That was 12 times your body weight, and then we actually took away the deficit that you needed to create. Take a look at that calorie deficit you're trying to obtain, and this should be written on top of your food diary. Remember, 1 to 2 pounds per week is a safe goal for permanent weight loss. Don't go below 1,200 a day, and you need to spread it out all day long. Do not eat it all in one meal either. You've got to spread it out. Do I really have to count calories? I hear this over and over again. The answer is yes. In my years of experience in the nutrition and weight loss industry, I have seen over and over again that one of the leading causes of people being overweight is not knowing or not wanting to know how many calories they're consuming in a day. Research shows over and over that by simply becoming aware of calories in foods and the ability to burn these off with exercise, you can achieve a permanent healthy weight loss. This is the only way to make it permanent. Now, why don't I just let someone else count them for me? Prepackaged foods are not going to help you learn to be healthy permanently. When the diet ends, so does your weight loss. And you know what begins? Weight gain. Not only that, they are not necessarily made with healthy calories. These foods can be loaded with sugar, artificial additives, chemicals, sodium, and even unhealthy fats. When you learn to do this on your own, you are no longer a prisoner of the latest fad diet. You are now the owner of information that will help you be healthy and maybe even fit for a lifetime. Although the diet industry wishes you would take the easy way out, then you have to keep coming back with your money. Now, I hear this all the time. I eat all the right things and I exercise. I don't understand why I'm not losing weight. I hear this over and over again. My answer to this problem is keep a food diary and activity log. Even if you think you've got this under control, please just try this. To assist with behavior modification, keep track of everything you eat. And when you know you shouldn't, write why you did eat it. Do not skip it because you know you cheated. That's cheating yourself. Now let's go over keeping a food diary and what it looks like as an example. The first thing you're going to see in that right-hand corner is time. In the time portion, you're going to write down what time you ate something. The next thing you'll find in the next column is portion. You want to be very specific on portions. So you want to write 2 ounces, 1 tablespoon, 1/2 a cup. You've got to be very, very specific. The next thing you see there is food or beverage description. In this column, you want to write specifically what you ate and try to be pretty specific as far as what type of food it was, such as a whole wheat bagel compared to a raisin bagel. Now, the next thing I want you to put in the next column are calories. Be very specific with these, and we'll go over how to look that up for you. In the notes section, you're going to want to write the good news and the bad news. In other words, when you eat something good, if you had a specific feeling at that time, go ahead and write it down. Even more important, if you're going into the bad things, such as this blueberry Danish that you see on this food diary. Now, in the column where you see blueberry Danish put in there, you know you shouldn't have had that one. I want you to make sure in the notes section that you write why you had it. So, like here, you're going to see, couldn't resist the office treats and I felt guilty. And then you perhaps overate at lunch. You also want to note that you were starving. And we'll go back and be able to solve these problems so that we can make it a lot easier for you to eat healthy at a later date. Remember, cheaters never prosper. Write down everything. Be very specific in portions. For example, 10 crackers compared to a handful of crackers. In the beginning, just write down what and how much you ate as specific as possible, and you can figure out the portion sizes or calories later to the best of your ability. Always carry something to write it down, such as a tiny notebook, and transfer it to the hard copy later. Now, how do I know how many calories are in something or what a serving should be? Well, there are some online tracking tools that you can use. One of them is www.calorieking.com. That's a pretty successful or easy one to use. Or if you don't have access to a computer, you can actually use a small calorie counting book, and that works very nicely. I actually kind of prefer that to some extent because you can just read through it and it'll actually help you to process what you need to do. Take some time to create the portions and see by touching what they should look like. For example, this would be 1 serving of cereal. It's about 1 cup. And it helps you to actually kind of measure that out and see what it should look like. I give you some tricks to measuring with your eyes. Again, you will get better at it as time goes on. It'll become quite easy. It is a little bit of a learning curve. 1 teaspoon would be about the size of a fingertip. Fits in the cap of a water bottle, works too. 1 tablespoon is about the size of the tip of your thumb. About 1/2 cup is about the size of a racquetball or the palm of your hand. 1/4 cup is about the size of a golf ball. 1 ounce of nuts is equal to about 8 to 12 nuts overall. You want to go with the raw ones. An example of 1 cup of cereal would be this right in here. Also fits in this bowl just like that. 1 medium bagel would be about the size of a hockey puck. 1 ounce of cheese about the size of 2 dominoes or 4 dice. 3 ounces of meat is about the size of a deck of cards. This right in here is about 4.5 ounces to 5 ounces of meat right here. 1 medium potato is about the size of a computer mouse, about the size of your fist too. That works as well. So these are a few tips to measuring with your eyes. Really the best bets that I can make for you, or the best ways to handle this, is to actually go back and just try to measure things out for yourself with the Calorie Bible to kind of see where you're going with and how much you should eat. Now, practice makes perfect. Take some time. Again, look up the most common foods that you eat, get an idea of what you're dealing with. If you're accurate with this chart, you can really use it to help you. Now let's go into using that notes section to change your behavior. Look at your slip-ups as mistakes to learn from that make you stronger. You now have the power to look back at the times that you did eat things that you knew you should not have, and to see what events, emotions, or situations led up to that bad choice. You can take this information and make it work for you. For an example, you look back and realize that you ate that Danish at work when you were really stressed out about a deadline, and you went to the break room where you know that stuff is left out for everyone. Consciously next time, make an effort to have healthy snacks at your desk, and when you feel stressed out, reward yourself with a walk or a quick stretch break instead. Don't beat yourself up. Empower yourself to handle it differently next time. Now, let's take a look at that calorie goal again. Remember, no matter what your goal is, never go below 1,200 calories. Your metabolism can be permanently damaged if you do. It is impossible to get all the vitamins and minerals necessary inside of this number of calories. You will need a quality vitamin and mineral supplement to support you as well. Consult with your doctor to make sure that this is happening for you. And exercise is your secret weapon to calorie burn. Take a look at that chart again on how many calories you can burn doing what activity. Make sure you're getting that in there. Do something every day for 30 minutes straight. If you haven't started it yet, go ahead and start at 10 minutes and work your way up if you have to. Even the little steps adds up, so go ahead and take that time. Take the stairs. And every effort that you make comes back to you. Just because you blow it, don't give up. Just start again and go for it. You can do it.